G'day guys, John here, Chief Instructor with FPV Australia. Today is the 20th of October 2017, and if you've already watched this video, you'll know that this is an update. By that I mean I released a video this morning on the new regulations, or the new rules that came out, the directive that came out this morning from CASA, but there's some more information that's come to light, and so I'm doing this update to make sure I deliver the right information correctly and to everybody that needs it. So here we go. What has happened? This morning, the Civil Aviation Safety Authority released a directive. That is, a director of safety, the Director of Safety in Civil Aviation has released direction on new rules. What that means is these new rules are actually in force. They're enforceable under law until such time as the actual laws get rewritten. And I guess he's got that authority to rubber stamp things like this for when safety issues come to light and things need to happen pretty quickly. But I'm not going to talk about the whys and hows and ifs. Let's talk about what is. What is now is new rules that is going to affect everybody. They are mainly around airports specifically and height restrictions. So let's look at what was and what is. Beforehand, before this morning, recreational drone pilots could fly above 400 feet outside of controlled airspace. That is gone now. A recreational drone pilot can now no longer go above 400 feet above the ground below the drone anywhere in the country. So if you're at Broken Hill, if you're in the Cooper Pedy somewhere, you cannot now go above 400 feet above the ground. That is it, full stop. Airports have had a change. Previously, a recreational pilot could fly right up at the fence line of a towered airfield such as Sydney. There was no distance set under regulation. That is now gone. As of this morning, recreational drone flyers can no longer fly within 3 nautical miles of a controlled aerodrome. Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne, Perth, all the big ones. They are 3 nautical miles. What is 3 nautical miles? 5.5 kilometres away. That's that. The other big one is the non-towered aerodromes and HLS. And this is interesting because it also now encompasses the sub 2 kilo operator. So you're involved here. The new regulations state that if you are flying a drone within 5.5 kilometres of a non-towered aerodrome, and that includes helicopter landing sites because it specifically mentions them, then you must land your aircraft if another manned aircraft is operating to and from the aerodrome. So let's give you an example of what that means. Port Macquarie in New South Wales. If you're outside New South Wales, Port Macquarie is an airport up on the north coast of New South Wales. It is a non-towered aerodrome. It is a busy aerodrome because it takes commercial passengers flying in and out of the airfield. Sub 2 kilo operator can now no longer operate within 5.5 kilometres of that airfield if a plane is in the area taking off or landing. Likewise, the recreational pilot is the same boat. REPL holders and REOC guys, doesn't affect you. You carry on and operate as you have been under your conditions within your operations manual. The sub 2 kilo guys and the rec guys, this affects you directly. So that's one example. All the other rules still apply. So you can't fly at night, you can't fly within 30 metres of people and over people's heads and all that sort of stuff. Beyond visual line of sight, you can't do that. All of that still applies. The big ones for me are the 5.5 kilometres from non-towered aerodromes or non-controlled aerodromes and HLS. Now, let's have a look at a screenshot. I want to put this screenshot up. This screenshot shows all of the helicopter landing sites in and around Sydney, for example. Now, the new rules state if there is an aircraft operating to or from these helicopter landing sites, you can't be within 5.5 kilometres with your drone in the air. That includes sub 2 kilo operator. So, big implications. Non-towered aerodromes are all over, non-controlled aerodromes are all over the country. So if you put a 5.5 kilometre radius around all of them when there's aircraft operating, it's a big area. This is pretty huge, has big impact. I guess though, it aligns the sub 2 kilo and recreational guys with the commercial operators. I guess it sort of brings everybody on a closer playing field. Now, I just want to mention the Can I Fly There app because right now it's a little bit ambiguous. Still use the Can I Fly There app because it gives you all the great information about where everything is. But right now, if you fired up the Can I Fly There app and put yourself next to a helicopter landing site, it's going to say, well, it was as of this morning, and I gather it will get changed shortly, but it's going to say you can fly there. But you now, under these new regulations, must ensure that there are no aircraft operating to or from the HLS, the helicopter landing site, or the non-controlled aerodrome, like Port Macquarie, for instance. That's the onus. You know, if there's an aircraft you can't fly, and that is sub 2 kilo, and it is also the recreational flyer. So I guess I'll put links and everything in the video if you like. There's a link here to the actual directive that the Director of Safety has put out. If you've got any questions, of course, you can email me directly. You can get me at john@fpvaustralia.com.au. Find us on the web, fpvaustralia.com.au. You can call our office if you like. Happy to chat to you, 02 6112 8551. If you're wondering who it affects, it's predominantly the sub 2 kilo guys and the recreational pilots. They're the two that have had an effect here. And there's information has all been updated on CASA's website, etc. So please contact me if you've got any questions. As I say always, if you are flying a drone today, tomorrow, next week, or next month, please do so safely. We need safe skies for all. Enjoy.